Songs That Made Me. I'm really, really blessed to be sat here with Liza Owen. Earlier on this year, I did a feature called Ones to Watch for 2017. And the second that I met her, I knew that the world needed to know about her. So I feel really excited to be able to sit down here with you. Babe, how has it been since I last saw you?
Thank you. It's been amazing. Been really, really a good 6 months for me. A lot changed. I started my publishing deal out in America with Lava at Universal, and that was sort of a big catalyst for lots of new opportunities. It just sort of stepped up my writing game, and since then come back to London after spending 3 months in LA. I've got a big feature record coming out next month, which I'm excited about, and then I'm releasing my next single. So it's good.
Songs That Made Me then, I want to talk about songs that have been really influential in your career, influential in your life up until now. I want you to go back to when you were younger.
Yes.
Think about the house you grew up in, and I want to know what the soundtrack was. What music was being played in the house?
A lot of old soul. One artist that really stands out is Al Green. My mum loved Al Green, and Let's Stay Together is a song that kind of I just hold a special place in my heart. She would play his stuff all the time in the car, and that was kind of where my love for soul music came from, I think.
You started writing when you were 13, going to a producer's house. Like, that's young. Let's talk about the type of music that you were listening to then. Give me one track that reminds you of that time.
When I was 13, I was listening to Christina Aguilera, actually. I think that was like when the Stripped album came out. I was obsessed. I just really idolized her, actually. She's got a big, powerful voice. All of her songs had really strong messages. I think Beautiful. That was an amazing song. That was one song I wish I'd written.
And she always killed it on the style as well.
Yeah, the chaps.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes, I bought some the other day, actually.
You absolutely nail wearing them, mate.
100% I'll wear them. Maybe over some leather trousers or something, don't know. Arseless chaps.
One track then that made you decide that you wanted to be a musician?
I think it's more of maybe like a collective of artists. It's hard to pinpoint one song, but I would say it was voices like Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Michael Jackson, Prince, like those greats. When I just heard them sing and the way they made me feel, I was like, oh, I want to do that. If I can move people the way I've just been moved, like, wow, I want to be able to do that.
Any track in your life that you've had an epiphany to?
An epiphany?
A real wake-up moment, a real moment that's changed things for you.
When I listened to Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares, which is written by Prince.
Because nothing compares, nothing compares to you.
That's the only song that's ever made me cry, just from listening to it and watching the video, and I think, I don't know, in that moment I was like, wow, I want to write music to that level. So I guess it had that epiphany of just another level of emotions. Yeah.
One song then that if you're stuck writing, that you can go to for inspiration, that always helps you.
Like the Thriller album. Yeah, I think when I'm like just trying to listen to some fucking amazing music, basically, I'll put on the Thriller album. MJ, King of Pop.
Honestly, so many artists I speak to always go back to him.
I know, but it's hard to, how can you not? I mean, he is the King of Pop. So, yeah, he moved so many people.
One song that you wish that you'd written?
Rihanna, Love on the Brain, is like a more recent song that I really wish I'd written that. It just it gets me every time. It's just like there's so much passion and raw emotion in that. Yeah.
to know Liza out on the town. Okay, Liza's been spending loads of time in America. Imagine you're in LA. It's time for like party time, turn up time.
Yeah.
What's one song that gets you on the dance floor?
Okay. Drake, One Dance, right now, every time. Starboy, The Weeknd. When I hear that intro, I'm just like, can't stop me. And then I love like Prince Kiss. That's like the old school thing that I'm just, whenever I hear that, I'm like, everyone move, come through, yeah.
And one song, if you and all your mates were together, and you're all at separate places in a venue, and then a song comes on, and you're all running towards each other like, oh my God, it's this. What would it be?
Probably like Beyonce, Crazy in Love. I just feel like as soon as the uh-oh comes on, you're just like, where are my girls at? Where are my girls? You put the hand out and the signal's there, yeah.
Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your touch got me looking so crazy right now.
Okay, one track that's completely changed your life.
Maybe Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, because that's the first song that I learned to sort of sing and would do it in like talent shows and just sing it in my front room. And yeah, I think that's the song that made me want to be a singer.
And I will always love you.
When you look at your journey and where you started and where you are now, what's one track that's kept you going? What's one track that makes you think, yeah, this is worth it? And even when the times get tough, you go back to it and you're like, it's okay because this song makes it all worth it.
When obviously the industry can be a little bit dark and there's a lot of ups and downs, I guess when I'm feeling a little bit low, I'll put on some Nina Simone, Feeling Good, and I just feel good.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good.
And one last piece of advice then. So if anyone's watching this that wants to be in your position, they're just starting out, what advice would you offer them?
I would say just work so hard. Don't take anything for granted. Don't rely on other people to do things for you. I just think now it's about taking the initiative. Like, we're lucky that, like, with the internet, everything, you can access so many people. You don't need to wait on a label or a management company or anyone to get the job done. I just think you've got to be the leader, and you've got to be driving that train for your project. So, yeah, just work your ass off.
And mate, you definitely do that.
I try.
You really, really do. Enjoy the rest of this year. Completely smash it. I know that it's going to be really bright. Liza Owen for Songs That Make Me.